Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here in Silicon Valley with our State Treasurer, John Chiang. We are here to announce my endorsement of John Chiang for California Governor. I am so excited as the State Assembly member representing Silicon Valley, as also the chair of the California LGBT Legislative Caucus, also as the founder and co-chair of the California Technology and Innovation Caucus, and as a millennial. I am so excited for the opportunity that we have to elect John Chiang as our governor for the state of California. And with respect to a number of different issues, he will continue to make history as a leader in the Chinese American community and as the Asian Pacific Islander community. He will make history in the state of California, and I'm so excited as we learned about the importance of representation in government. And in particular, as a fourth generation Chinese American, it's important to me to demonstrate the abilities of our community. I taught political science and American government at De Anza Community College. When we talk about the strength of our diversity, it's important to ensure that all voices are represented in government. Now, with respect to the LGBT community, we continue to still have a lot of work that needs to be done. And it is no surprise that John has been a champion for the LGBT community. With respect to issues of equality, issues of diversity, I'll allow him to go on and tell you what he has done for our community. But he is continually on the phone with me, urging members of the legislature, including myself, to advance the interests of our communities, whether it be in state government, whether it be in the corporate world, and frankly, whether it be in technology. And as a millennial, I care about the issues that we face not here in Silicon Valley, not just in Silicon Valley, but across the state. I cannot, as a millennial, afford a single-family home in the community that I represent. One needs to earn close to $185,000 to afford a single-family home in our community. And when you think about the issues that our State Treasurer John Chiang has championed, it's with respect to housing. I'll allow him an opportunity to talk about these issues, but we've been in sync on these issues in terms of the partnership and ensuring that we have the adequate supply of housing, not just for the millennial generation, but for all generations. And he's been a tireless advocate in ensuring that we have the type of transparency and accountability that we need. Finally, let me also go to the issue with respect to Silicon Valley. We have more venture capital than any other region in these United States. But we can't just simply rest on our laurels. And we need a champion who understands the numbers, who understands the issues, and is not shy or afraid to hold the legislature accountable, but is advancing the interest for consumer protection. And that's why we need John. I don't necessarily agree with John all the time on these issues, but what is true is that he will continue to do what is in the best interest of all Californians. And that's what the type of chief executive we need, to be able to balance and hold the state legislature accountable, but to help lead and guide us in the direction that we want to go in, so that we will not just simply be the sixth largest economy in the world, but that we will lead not only in the nation, but in the world. All eyes are on us, and we have an opportunity. So if you are watching this right now, whether or not you are a millennial, whether or not you care about technology and innovation, whether or not you care about diversity, listen to John, and you will know, and you will connect with him, that it's about being a workhorse, not a show horse. So I'm so excited to see John here today, here in Silicon Valley, and announcing my full support of John Chiang for governor, and I hope you'll join me in this effort. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon. It's an incredible privilege to be with all of you. I want to really thank Evan for his extraordinary leadership and your endorsement today for my campaign for governor. Evan has been an incredibly thoughtful, effective, forward-thinking legislator who's getting the work done for the residents of the Silicon Valley. Evan, as obviously, as he mentioned, part of the millennial generation. He understands that we need to build upon the promise. We need to make sure that we address the issues that he raised, access to education for every single child, making sure that we build more affordable housing. The millennial generation is struggling today, especially here in the Bay Area. Many of the employers, the thoughtful, innovative business leaders that we have in this community who are creating the future are struggling to get that younger generation to take jobs here because of the lack of access to affordable housing. And for his also early leadership on healthcare access. He approached my office last year and trying to come up with new innovative proposals to make sure that those who lost access during the last recession have fewer opportunities. I think today is an important day to highlight some of the struggles. We know that the House passed the proposal that would have significant negative ramifications in regards to California families. Elimination of deductibility of state and local taxes, elimination of tax deductibility of private activity bonds. As Evan mentioned, today in California, we're working and trying to make progress on building more affordable housing. We are 1.5 million units short. However,